study what are the operators. So just a quick introduction that you see on the screen. Uh, the operators are symbols which are used to perform operations on variables and values. In Salesforce, we can group these operators into different types. The first one is arithmetic operator. This one mainly deals with the numbers. Second was a Boolean comparison operator, where they will deal with mainly to compare two values. It could also be an expression. Logical operators are to combine multiple expression, multiple conditions. I will show you an example. You'll get an idea. Then there is an assignment operator, which is a straightforward. As example, you assign a value to a variable, or we increment the value. By there's a prepend operator, like you can say like plus equal to integer a plus equal to 2. So what it means is append integer by 2. Then there's a ternary operator. This is basically replacing the if then else. But is not shorthand for if then else statement. Then there's a like operator, which is mainly used in SOQL queries, more like SQL queries. If you know RDBMS, where you can say name like percent ABC. So in this case, it's similar to that. And again, this in not in are for SOQL queries. Then the last one is a concatenate operator, which is mainly to combine two string. So what I can open the page, and we can run and see the the sample program for the operators. So if you see on the screen, I have a developer console open. So I will open the class file, which I already written, but to get an idea of what exactly operators are. If I click open and if I load it, so this is a simple Apex code that I wrote to demonstrate operator. It's very important to understand the format of this class. So if you see the first class, first line, in Salesforce, in Apex, it's not exactly a scripting language. It's a operating object-oriented language. So what it means is we have to define a class before we can write a method. Then the second one, you see, this is the static method. I'll cover that in a different module, but the idea here is in short, you can just call this method by a class name dot method name. You don't have to actually create an instance of this class. And the next part is mainly explaining what are the different operators. So what exactly I'm doing is, so if you see the first line is declaring the variable. I'm declaring integer a variable of type name A and B, and also I'm initializing it with a default value 15 and 4. And the next statement is system.debug. Again, it's mainly to for us to understand this operations. So we need to view it. Okay, let's say you specify A plus B. How can we view the result? So when you say system.debug, the result get printed in the log. We can when I run it, you will get an idea of what I'm talking about. And similarly, if you see below, we have a different operators code written. So there is a comparison operator, then there is a logical operator, and the last one is ternary. So let's run this program. So now it's important question. Okay, how do you run this program? It doesn't have any initialized method which need to execute when it runs. So developer console provides the important tools where you can execute a class just for a like in our case, if you see we want to debug it, right? I have to understand how it works. So if you see this menu option, right, that you're seeing on the screen. Oh, hold on. So this one. So if you see this one, debug, open, execute. Sorry. So it opens the empty dialog box. Let me empty it first. So it will open for you like this. It's empty. So now, like I said, to execute it, we can use this open execute anonymous window. And in our case, what we can do is we can just type in this line of code. So what is this code? right? Very important to understand this part. So you see the first part is the name of a class, and the second one is the method. So you may ask, okay, why are we calling directly on the method? The only reason we can call it is because it's a static method. So static method, to execute, you don't need to actually create an instance of class. You can just execute it right away. So I'll execute it to get an idea of how it works. So if I click execute, uh, you can see it automatically opens the log window. And so here in the log, right, you can see that printed all the numbers. So we can quickly validate it. First one is addition 19. Let's see if it's correct. So yes, I have 15 plus 4 is 19. That's exactly what it is displaying here, right? So it's important to get used to this debug analysis log, you know, for even for more use in future. You can use this heavily. Like you can filter by different criteria. In this case, we just want to see the debug log. So I can just say show me the debug category only, and similarly you can explore different kind of operators. By playing around with this. One thing I've noticed here is in the Apex you don't have a percent as a mod operator. You will get an error, and so in this case, what if you have to perform a modulus? Again, it's not exactly operator. It's a method provided by math library. So you can just say math.mod a comma b. If you see like okay 15 4, so 4 times 3 is 12, right? So let's see what's the output. Output is 3, which is correct because every modulus means remainder. So 4 times 3 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, so 3 is a remainder. Reminder, yeah, remainder actually. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.